Right, I'm back at Burnbake. I was here last week showing you the Eurohike Taco 4 tent, which I didn't really go much on. So now I bought a different tent. So today's tent is the OEX Fox II version 2. And I got this from GoOutdoors and it was £69. So I'm hoping it fares a bit better than last week's tent, which was only £29. Right, so I'm going to get this opened and we'll see what's in here. Firstly, it comes in a pretty cool bag. It's like one of those dry bags almost, with a really good clip on the front here. Also on the bag, it's got these little bits here, and I think you can maybe, stuff goes through there, so you might be able to hook it onto the back of a rucksack or something. And then in the tent itself, in the tent bag, we've got, well, we've got a lot more pegs than we had last time, and these feel really light. And if this is the poles, I mean, not only are they really light, but there's hardly any. Right, let's have a look at these poles firstly, because they feel so light. I think, in fairness, the whole tent only weighs just over 2 kilos, but there is no weight to these poles at all. Oh, these are pretty funky as well, look. So they snap together pretty easy, and they've already got these like preset angles on them. And the ends look pretty cool too. Right, so there's one of them. You can see how easy these go together. They sort of snap in place. These feel way better quality than the tent we had last week. The only thing is I'm not sure it's going to be as big. So, what have we got in the bag? Well, there's an inner and an outer tent here, but they're sort of all together. I should have read the instructions, really, I suppose. I reckon this needs to go around this way. So here's the tent out the bag. It looks like the poles go through this little channel here with a little X on the end. Right, so I've just put the poles through where they should go. And this is pretty neat here, look. You can see that they really fit in to these little sort of metal slots. They fit in nicely. And the channels that the poles go through seem really well made. All I need to do now is get it from this mess into a tent looking mess. You'll notice that Sam's not helping because she's sat in a hammock.
Last week it was a one-man job.
Yeah, today it's a one-man job. Anyway, there we go, I'll carry on my tent building. Right, so that's part of the tent up at the front, and it's worth saying as well that these pegs here are so light. There's just no weight to them whatsoever. Right, now to do the back. Right, so that is the tent up. Oh, that's pretty cool, I think. I quite like that. Oh, I've just realised I've got to do some little adjusters just down the bottom here. That looks like that needs to be plugged in somehow. Let's see if that plugs in there. So that is tent up. I'm quite impressed with this. For starters, These bits here seem to be way more sturdy than on the previous tent. The pegs, as I showed you earlier, weigh absolutely nothing. Right, let's have a little look inside. So, there's the tent inside this little protective sort of weather-proof fly sheet. Let's just open this up. And this is inside. Well, this all feels fairly sturdy as well as being lightweight. Obviously it's wider at this end than it is at that end. Not super high in here, but I can sit up okay. We're not going to get a double air mattress in here. We'll get a single in. It would be cosy for 2 people, I'd say, but it's doable if we had those little sort of hiking air mattresses. So yeah, I'm going to say super lightweight from the feel of things. Pretty easy to put up. Feels really good quality. It doesn't feel like you're going to get wet in there, whereas last week's tent, you got wet just looking at it, and it didn't rain. But it's going to be comfortable for 1. It's going to be pretty cozy for 2. Right, I've just managed to get the blow-up air mattress in the tent. It's only the single one. So, just pretty much fits. There's a little bit of space there. And there's a little bit of space at the end. But it's comfy. Right, Finn's going to climb in there and tell us what he thinks. Right, what do you think?
This is very comfy.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be a bit cosy for 2 people, but for 1, pretty good.
Sleep now.
Yeah, well, get your sleeping bag out. We're gonna let Sam climb in here because Sam's a bit claustrophobic. At first, she's got to work out how to get out of the hammock.
We did this last week.
I know.
I've lost my foot.
And here we are again. Yeah, she's struggling. She's still struggling.
Oh, she's out.
Right.
You have to take your flip-flops off them.
Yeah, climb in there. Don't get the tent messy.
Oh, my face. We could never both get in here.
What do you think?
Yeah, no way would we both fit in.
We would if we were on smaller little air mattresses. Yeah, we would. We could just cuddle up in there. It'd be cosy.
Don't be near me.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. We can see what it looks like now with 2 of them in there. There you go. Look, I mean, obviously you're just both on a single air mattress at the moment. If we got some of those expensive air mattresses, you know, the little tiny ones, you'd get 2 people in here, I'm sure.
I'm sure you'd love sleeping like this, darling.
We could do that. That's fine.
Mm.
We could do it. That'd be lovely. Right then, how was that? Good?
Cozy.
Cosy. Good.
Oh, get off. You thought I was going to fall out of that, didn't you?
No,
What? I have
not
a
at all. So I really like this little tent. It's a bit too small, and I was supposed to be buying a tent for 2 people, 2 teenagers. This isn't the right tent for 2 teenagers, so surprise, surprise, I'm gonna have to go and buy another one. But for me, this is a great little tent, and I'm looking forward to going off and sleeping in it. everything on it looks really well made and really strong. I quite like these little tensioners here on the guy ropes. I like the guy ropes themselves actually. These bits here for the guy ropes look like they're strong and well made. The seams look really good. It looks like it's not going to leak. Yeah, I think this is going to be a decent little tent. So you've got a little bit of space here between the fly sheet and the inner tent, where I suppose you could store something to keep it out of the rain. Maybe you could put a pair of boots or something in there. And then inside, I mean, obviously we've got this huge air mattress here, which you wouldn't normally have. You'd have a much smaller one. But then you've got room, as you can see down the side here, for more storage. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to going out in this. So I'm not sleeping in it tonight. Finn's going to sleep in that, and Sam and I are going to sleep in the van. But I quite fancy the idea of sort of going off and doing a bit of hiking and taking a rucksack and having a little tent. So this really is like a present for me, really. So the plan as well is that Sam comes with me. It is going to be a tight squeeze in this tent though. And I'm not sure if she's up for that or not, but we'll soon find out, I guess. So as you can see, we're out in Betty again this week, and here's our little camper set up. We'll get a fire on the go later. Right, so we've been out and had some food. Come back to the campsite now. The little tent is up, fire's going, and we can have a drink, I suppose. I do like this. I mean, it could be bigger, obviously, for what we need it for, but for me and Sam, maybe if we go on some walks, I reckon that is going to be a good little tent. Right, morning from Burnbake. We've had a good sleep in the van. It's pretty comfy, wasn't it, Sam? Did you say?
Mhm.
And we'll check on Finn in a minute, see how he's done in the tent. So Sam's up and dressed, as you can see already. And look how sunny it looks out there. It looks amazing. And yeah, we'll check on Finn. I think he's still asleep though. And then what are we doing today?
Beach.
Beach. Yeah, sounds awesome.
Morning.
Hey, morning. How was the tent?
Oh, so good.
So good. Is it comfy? Do you think it's better than like previous tents that you've been in? Yeah? Good. Did you hear anything? Was it quite quiet?
It was quite quiet.
Was it dark in there, or was it quite light, or?
It was quite light because the orange.
So it's quite light, but we are in full sun. Right, one last little look at our setup. One last look at the little tent, which I'm really pleased with. Do like the quality of these poles and the little guy ropes here, and the seams and the zip, and the pegs, which are lightweight. There's a reasonable amount of room in there, but it'd be cosy for two, I think. Little pockets down there as well, I think. I like the look of this. I'm well pleased with that. A lot better than the tent we had last week. Right, we're going to get packed up now, leave Burnbake, and head to the beach because this is just lovely. Right, so that's the tent down with the pegs out. Just got to take these poles out now and then try and get this back in the bag. So I really like this, that the pole fits in to this sort of end here, look. You can see that. And then also the fact that the pole has this sort of shaped end to slot in there nicely. I think that's a really good feature. These have got to be the best tent poles I've ever had on a tent. They are just so light, so small. They feel really good quality. Really impressed with these. Right, so that was the OEX Fox II version 2 tent. I like that. I'm glad I bought it. I'm looking forward to sleeping in it. Right, see you on the next one. Thank you very much.